Good morning, good morning. It's Tuesday morning, man. So I talked to my guy yesterday, and he went to the doctor and everything, and so he said today, that's what he told me, he said today he had to go get a script filled, and then he had to go do the, his yards, so it's okay. What ends up happening in that scenario, and I get it, he don't want to lose his yards, but he's going to lose work out here. Either way, he's going to lose something. So, because every day that goes by that I don't have help, I'm steady doing the properties. So by the time I have help out here, there's not going to be enough work for help. So probably what I would have done if I'd have been him, I would have came to work for me this morning, and we'd have worked till around, lunchtime, give or take, and then he'd go do his own properties. But, because that way he's not losing money. It goes back to your time management and all, and being able to see that. So, that's probably what I would have done. I would have waited, okay, well, I just would have been doing what I've been doing. I would have done my properties after I got off work with Ray. I'm scurrying around, going to do all the properties I can, and not even thinking about saving work and all that. So you can't save work when this kind of thing's going on. So I'm gonna go get her, man, pure and simple. And I'm gonna do what I need to do before this rain comes in. We got rain coming, they say. It's like they're calling a 100% chance. Okay, one spot, but I got to get fuel, y'all. Uh-oh, y'all. So I gave my mower a little treat this morning. I filled her up with premium unleaded. I never do that, but we're getting toward the end of the season, and I want to start burning a really good fuel in it. So real quick, while I'm resting, getting ready for my day, let's go back to the concept that I'm dealing with today. So my guy called out on Friday after we had that talk on Thursday. I didn't hear from him until Sunday, and he was wanting to go to work, so I set work up for Monday. He didn't want, he had a doctor's appointment on Monday, and if I go to the doctor, what I would do is I get my script after I leave the doctor. I don't wait until the next day to get my script. I don't know what all that is, but everybody does things a little bit different. Nothing wrong with that, I don't guess, but I'm a master of my time management, and I'm not gonna, if I go to the doctor, I'm going to get my script that same day. Why would I not? Especially when I know that I'm not making money, and if I have to go fill my script in the morning, that puts me behind. Now, if I had to work yesterday, it'd be different, but considering I took the day off yesterday, if I'm my guy, then I would be ready to rock and roll this morning, whether it's my own properties or coming and working with. So you go back to your time management, and how I manage my time is not. I used to think that everyone thought like I do. Not that I think right or anything, but one thing I always am acutely aware of is my time management. And of course the guys will say, well, Ray, you say that, but you sitting in the truck doing a YouTube video. Right, that's my time management. That's what I'm managing my time. But when you manage your time well, you can do things like this. But you have to manage your time well on every front. And usually people that, and I know that there's going to be some kickback on this. Usually people that manage their time really well, they manage everything in their life really well. Their finances, their personal life, their work, personal life, because time management is the only thing that you can't go back and change or fix or get more of, right? There's only 24 hours in a day. If you break it down like that, you'll see that you could probably do better. At least I always think that I can do better on my time management. And I'm not talking about just out here. You gotta be a master of your time management to do this kind of work for a living. If you don't want to work work all the time, every hour, every day. A lot of guys are, you know, that are out here like me, they're working, you know, 12 hours a day if the work is there. Now, I know these weekly guys, they're just covered up right now with weekly lawns, and I'm sure that they'll tell us all that. But the yards are growing because we got that good 3 days of rain about a week and a half ago. So all my yards are going to be ready to mow. Unfortunately, this week, with my guy not being able to come to work, I'm not going to get to the $1 Million Street this week. I'm not going to get to that cleanup this week. I'm not going to get to any of the stuff that I would be counting on getting to right before the rain, because right before the rain, that's when you want to be doing everything. If you wait till after the rain, you're not going to benefit from the rain. The yard's just going to be thicker, and there's no way, it's impossible for me, especially the way my guy's kind of leading me on. Well, he's leading me on just a little bit. You know, it's going to be Monday, and then it was going to be Tuesday, and now it's going to be Wednesday. So you see how that can push your business around. You know, that's the way I feel. So because now I'm not going to get to probably $1,000 worth of work that I would have gotten to had my guy shown up. If he had just shown up today and tomorrow, that would be, you know. But see, now I got to change everything now, because I'm not going to even attempt to get to the $1 Million Street this week, which is going to have to be. So I'm going to take a hit. I'm going to take a big L on that, and that is not my fault. Though, I mean, I guess it is a little bit, but I'm not going down there with just me. And, you know, and that's what happens when you hire guys and you got more work than what a solo guy can really do, and it makes sense. And I ain't upset about my guy numbers. I ain't broke. I mean, you know, I've always wanted to try to make the most money in the minimal time, and I want it to be a thought process in it is, okay, let's do all the yards before it rains. And if we could have done all the yards this week, including the HOA, before it rains, then probably what I would have done would have been the smart thing to do. Had I known he wasn't going to come in Monday and Tuesday, is for me not to even start on the HOA. Because see, the HOA is only going to pay a defined amount of money no matter what, right? And I'm talking to myself right now. So if I don't do that, and the HOA is a lot of cutting, a lot of mowing. So if I don't do the HOA and I do some of the other yards, you know, that are very doable with, you know, solo before the rain, then I could have done it. It doesn't matter about the HOA is what I'm trying to say. The HOA is going to pay so much money per month no matter what. And and for me to get a check at the end of this month, beginning of next month, I got to cut it before the end of the month. Now, today's the 23rd, yesterday's the 22nd, so I could have waited until, you know, the 28th or 29th to actually cut it, the last cut of the season, or the last cut of the month. And then, but see, I didn't want to do that because I thought my guy was coming to work. And so you see how that can hold. Now I'm stuck. I'm halfway done with the HOA, and I got to finish it now that I started on it, and I'm not going to reap the benefits of the rain or not. It's not going to matter because they only pay so much. Now with the homeowner stuff, well, it's a little bit different because I could have spent my time, instead of at the HOA, doing all the homeowner yards, or not all of them, but a big chunk of them, right? And then do the HOA next week, spending a half a day somewhere else. But I'm anticipating my guy coming to work, and you know, when that don't happen, like I thought it would, which is, you know, it's not his fault, not my fault. It's just, you know, I thought wrong. It happens all the time, y'all, for me. But what that does is that's going to limit his work available for me. That's what that's going to do, and it's really going to be the only reason why that is because I thought it was Monday, and then I thought it was Tuesday, and now it's going to be Wednesday. And on the grand scheme of things, it's not a great big deal because of, you know, we're at that point in the season. But for me, I can't be efficient and know exactly what to do if I don't know what my help's going to do. And there ain't no point in me, you know, begging the help or arguing with the help or trying to explain to the help why I would do it this way and not that way. He's going to do it his way, and then he's going to see that he's going to lose money that way. Well, Ray, you can't expect that man to kick all his customers to the side to come work for you for pennies when he's got his own yards he needs to do. I mean, that's where we're at. You can't hardly knock him, but if I would have been him, like I said earlier, I would have came out here this morning and got, you know, the $150 or so from Ray, and then I would have got done, and then I would have went and did my own yards like I've been doing since I've been working with Ray. I wouldn't have put my yards in front of Ray or behind Ray. I just would have done the most logical thing to get the most money. I guess what he thinks is that I'm going to sit around and wait on him to come to work and me save work. And I'm not going to do that. I can't, because I don't know. Just think if I'd have been thinking, okay, I'm going to save work till next week, and I didn't work Saturday or Sunday. Just think where I would be at then. So you can't save work either. So for guys to think that they're going to control the workflow by them coming to work or coming when they can, that's not gonna happen. So what I told him, I said, well, we'll just have to see, you know, once I found out yesterday afternoon that he wasn't gonna be able to come to work today, you know, then and he wanted to and come to work tomorrow, then I said, okay, well, that changes everything, you know. And if I had known that yesterday morning, then I would have been a little more critical about the things that I did yesterday, because I can't get none of that time back. And for him to make the most money, he should come out here first, you know, in this particular situation, come out here first, considering he didn't work Friday or Monday. And then as soon as he gets better, he's got to go do his own yards. I'm okay with that, but he'll have to be okay with not having no work for me either, because I'm going to be done all the work before this rain comes in. So it goes right back to managing your time. I know for a fact that tomorrow I'm not going to. I mean, I may not even need him. Because I know for a fact by him not coming in today, I'm not going to get to the Fayetteville run or any of those. So, and I'm not going to, you know, be iffy in my head about that. I'm not going to go on and make the call. I'm not going to Fayetteville this week. And then once I've done that, and then when he told me that yesterday, then I knew then that I wasn't going to be doing those in Fayetteville this week. So that's going to knock him out of work, because I'm gonna still be all around here trying to get all these done, and I'm not gonna do the $1 Million Street solo. I ain't gonna do that. It's too big. And like I said, I shouldn't even started on the HOA. But I was thinking that, you know, that my guy was coming to work today, and we would wrap up the HOA this morning, and then do all the rest of them over here, and then we'll be in Fayetteville tomorrow. But I'm not gonna be able to do that, because I'm just not gonna do that, man. There's not going to be enough time. So, but you know, so I'm going to make my money. I'm going today. I'll profit probably $550, $600, man. Either way, I mean, like I said, the work's gonna get done, but I'm not gonna run inefficient. I'm not gonna be running, you know, inefficient and because of whatever. And I'm not gonna hire anybody else or anything. We'll just let the chips fall where they fall. If I ain't got work, then I ain't got work. So I don't believe I'm gonna have anything for him tomorrow. So, and all because he didn't come in today. And we're not able to. Guys don't understand the strategic nature you got to have in order to have labor out here. They don't understand it. And guys think they understand it, but then their time management is not what mine is. Not that it's good or bad, but my time management is is good. So I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. Yeah, I'm gonna go on over here to the one that's farthest away, which is, 5 miles, and then do the one in the neighborhood over there. Then once I park my truck at the HOA, then I can do the 2 that are extra on the HOA, and then wrap up the HOA, and I'll be at about $650, $600. So. But, and the thing about it is, if I had a guy out here, I wasn't going to make any more money because I was going to have to do more work to justify the pay. So, and I'm looking at the HOA, I'm riding through here now on the part that I didn't do. Well, I got to come through here. And there's a couple of spots where the homeowners have already cut it. And that happens a lot. I thought that tomorrow I thought that last night before I talked to my guy that me and him would be able to do all these on where I'm going now. But now I'm kind of just strategically doing the ones that I know are going to really benefit from the rain. Okay guys, so y'all see how wet the road is and everything? I really don't want to edge it because I know it's going to bring up a little bit of dirt, but I'm going to lightly edge it with the edger. So then this year I won't have to edge it again this year. So let's see if I can mount you guys to this to my Red Max here. And 3. Okay. So I always crank it up in the rack. I'm not gonna run it wide open or nothing. Just nice and easy. Y'all see that? Nice and easy. Ain't kicking up no dirt. Ain't running it wide open. Just steady. See? Now I would not want to do this after I mow. I want to use the mower to clean up. Just barely going. You don't have to be wide open. See that? We ain't trying to disturb the peace. definitely gonna have to use the backpack blower. Now what I'll do is I'll kind of pick the deck up just a little bit, kind of spread it around a little bit. It's kind of thick in here. But you see, everything I'm doing is in the process of mowing. I'm not stopping mowing and having to think about nothing. Pick it up just a little bit. Okay, y'all, so that one's done. It's time consuming. It's not really worthy of two people, but what it is, I can't send anybody over here to do this one. It's really, you got to really be watching what you're doing over here for this one. I mean, that one's, you know, but it is a little tricky, y'all got to admit. Number one, you're not going to go over there like, you know, all the other yards, or a lot of the other yards, I'm cutting on a 2.5 or 2.75. Could you imagine just pulling a mower off on a 2.5 or 2.75 and just start cutting that? And a lot of guys that work with me, that's what they do. They don't, not so much Justin, but the other guys that I've had out here, they think that, you know, cut this one at 2.5, you can cut them all at 2.5, but you can't not make money at it. You're not going to cut that on no 2.5, dude. I was on 3.75, and y'all saw it was still right below where it will start clumping if you cut it any shorter. Then you're going to have to back it. So that one pays 80, and it takes me about 40 minutes. It took me a little bit, it took me about 45 minutes today, but usually about 35 to 40 minutes. I had to go over some things twice because I was running the angle, so it takes a little bit longer to do that. Well, see, I'm going to do things a little bit smarter today than I did yesterday. Yesterday, I started on that HOA, and I never could get off of it to go do anything else. So what I'm doing today is I'm gonna do all this little stuff in front of the HOA. So then when I get to the HOA, that's it. Because once you get on that HOA and you start mowing and you're there, I mean, the time just flies by. And then you get done, you're like, damn, man, you're dusty, nasty, and sweaty, and, you know, all the things that you are anyway, I guess. So, all right, y'all, I'm pulling up. All right, y'all, so I got that one done. That one was pretty bad. I usually do that with two people because it's got the back 40, but it pays 120. It took me right at an hour, so that's okay. About 50 minutes. I talked to her for a few minutes, so yeah, something like that. But now I'm going over to do one that takes 15 minutes for $60. So so now I did those two, and now I'm going to the one to the HOA. Okay, y'all, that's a wrap, man. $630, man, is what I got today. So that's pretty good solo, and it's 230. But I did a lot of work, man. You know, I finished up the HOA. I did the other 2 extra ones on the HOA, and then I did the 2 properties this morning as well. So yeah, 400, yeah, right around $630. It's pretty good, man, solo for me anyway. 230, started about 8:30. 6 hours out here. That's all right. And so that's a wrap, man. So I did all the work, man. I won't need no help tomorrow. I only got just a handful to do tomorrow. It'd been nice if my guy had come to work today, then we could have done some of them for tomorrow too. And you know, maybe I could have got over to the $1 Million Street, man, but I'm over it, man. I'm good. If I don't work till Monday, I'm good. But I got like $300 to do tomorrow, and two of the properties are $100. One's a 120, and the other one's 100. So it's only 3 properties. So that means I ain't. Well, I done all the work, just like I was saying this morning. You know, the work's gonna get done either way, and there's only so much work. So now I didn't have to do all that I did today, but you know, I pushed through, man, because I don't know what going on outside of what I need to do. So make sure I get done what I need to do. Well, it's dusty. Oh my God. I feel pretty good though, you know. And I could go do one of them after I eat lunch, but I'm gonna eat lunch and chill. I ain't doing nothing else today. Y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and eat me a peanut butter and jelly, man. I ain't going nowhere. I'm beat, man. I'm gonna get out of these dusty ass clothes, get in the pool for about 20 minutes, and then it make me a semi. That's what I'm gonna do this afternoon. What about you? Deuces!